Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. This video is going to be very different from the rest of the videos that I have made till now. So before that, if you're new here, hello, my name is Rajeshree. I make beauty and lifestyle content here on YouTube. Also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon next to it so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, do not forget to follow me on Instagram. I'd love to be friends with you all. So today's video is a very essential video. It was long overdue because ever since I started making makeup videos and posting them on Instagram, people have been constantly DMing me and asking me about how to get the right foundation shade and what kind of foundation you should be buying and all that. And for the first time that I bought a foundation, the first foundation I got was very light for my skin, and the second one I got was so dark it's not even funny. And these are some pointers that I wish I had known when I was buying makeup. And at times like this, you definitely cannot go to a store and buy makeup, but even if you're going, I'll tell you how to find the right shade. And foundation is something which is really an investment. If you're starting makeup, or if you really want to buy a good foundation, they are expensive, so you really need to get the shade right. And because your whole makeup depends on how you do your foundation and how you do your base, this is definitely going to help you change your makeup game. So if you want to know how you can buy the right foundation shade, just keep on watching. So the first and the most important point is knowing your undertone. So there are basically three undertones that you need to know of. First is the warm undertone, second is the cool undertone, and third is the neutral undertone. Now, finding an undertone can be very overwhelming because there are colors like yellow, pink, orange, and whatnot, but I'm going to tell you two ways how you can determine your undertone. So the first way is looking at the veins on your hand. Try doing it with me if possible. So you have to look at the color of your veins. So the first color is going to be green. So if you have green veins, then you have warm undertone, which means you have a golden or yellow tinge to your skin. If you have blue or purple veins, then you have a cool undertone, which means you have light pinks and red tinge to your skin. And if you have both blue and green veins, then you are a neutral undertone, which means you have a tinge of all of these colors on your skin. And the second way to do it is take golden or silver jewelry if you have, and put it next to your skin and see what looks good on your skin, like which reflects your face better. If it's golden jewelry, then you have warm undertone. If silver jewelry suits you better, then you have a cooler undertone. And if both of these jewelry suit you, then congratulations, you have a neutral undertone. So once you know your undertone, everything else is going to be easy, which brings to my second point. So next you have to decide what type of foundation do you want, what kind of texture do you want, and what kind of coverage do you need. In types, there are so many kinds of foundation that you can find. One is the liquid foundation that we usually use. Next is the cushion foundation, and the stick foundation, powder foundation, and the list goes on. So on your usage, you have to decide what type of a foundation, what texture of the foundation you need. You have to decide what kind of coverage you want. But there are three types of coverages when it comes to foundation. One is the sheer coverage, one next is the medium coverage, and third is the full coverage foundation. So the sheer coverage foundation are mostly what people use for a daily basis. That's what I feel. I mean, in a general way, anyway, it's subjective and you can use any kind of foundation that you want. So sheer coverage people usually use for daily makeup, and it does not hide your blemishes and all that well, and it gives more of a natural finish, like skin like, and it's mostly for that purposes. Next is the medium coverage foundation, and medium coverage is the most versatile foundation ever. If I were to suggest you a coverage, and if you are going to buy makeup for the first time, I would suggest you to go with a medium coverage foundation, because if it feels too overwhelming for you, you can always bring it down with a moisturizer, and you can make it sheer. And then if you want a full coverage face, you can build the medium coverage foundation up, and it's going to look like a full coverage foundation. So if you're like beginning to do makeup now, you can always go with a medium coverage foundation. And third is the full coverage foundation, which is my favorite. It is supposed to hide anything and everything on the skin, and it just gives the flawless finish that you need. People usually wear these for, weddings and stuff, but I think you can use it any which way you want to, and they look very, very nice. The finish that they give is like amazing, and I always prefer a full coverage foundation. And according to your budget, because budget is really important, and there are many good drugstore products that are in a budget, and some really good foundations like Huda Beauty and MAC and Bobbi Brown, etc., which are higher on the prices and are equally good. So the next is shade range and swatches. Once you have decided what kind of a texture or a type of foundation you're looking for, according to your budget, find brands that have a versatile, shade range. Many Indian brands don't have that. They need to up their game when it comes to shade range and all. But find shades and find brands that are under your budget, and then look at the swatch cards that they give. In Nykaa, there is a thing called a shade finder, where you can match your skin tone with the person's picture, and they're going to find a shade for you. But if not, just try to look at the shade card. They usually give arm swatches, but I think face swatches are better than arm swatches. But anyway, whatever swatch card they have, just try to eliminate the obvious colors that will not suit your skin, and range your color down to 2 to 3 foundation colors that you think are going to look good. After that, just write it down on a paper, and we are going to go to the next step. Now, after you have seen the shade cards and the swatches, just go to YouTube, type the shade number or whatever brand that you have chosen, and see a YouTube swatch video. Also, try to find a YouTuber or a blogger or anything that whose skin tone is actually similar to yours, so that you can compare it better. Try to research as much as possible, for the skin, and people do wear tests, so just see how the foundation is actually looking at the end of the day, because sometimes you just go ahead and buy the foundation, and at the end of the day, when you're using it, you feel like it's too cakey, it's just going off, it's not staying on your skin. So there are some things that you need to take care of. Once you have done all the research there is on the product, then the next step is going to be comparing it to yours. So how you're going to compare it? So for comparing, just take a selfie in natural light. Don't do it in the golden hours or anything. Just do it in natural lighting, and take a picture of you within bare skin, and then compare it to the person's YouTube, that video that you have seen for the swatch, and compare it. If the skin color looks same, then you can go ahead and buy that foundation. If it does not, just keep on researching. And also look for the description sometimes they give for a foundation, like for which undertone it is, for what kind of skin tone it is. Mostly people confuse fair skin tones for for names like porcelain and ivory, but they are very, very light skin colors, so you really need to take care of that. But anyway, you're looking at swatches, so I don't think you'll really go wrong there. But if you're buying makeup for the first time, or if you're buying foundation for the first time, so buying products online can be a hit or a miss, but if you take care of these points, it's probably going to be a very close to a hit. But for those of you all who want to go and buy foundation outside, and I think it's good if you go to a store and check out the swatches or by yourself on your skin, that would be nice. But at this point, I know it's not possible. But if in any case you're going to go to a store to buy a foundation, just try the foundation on your skin. Just bring it down to your neck and see if the color matches both your neck, and if the color is like your skin, then it is your skin tone. And also tell the person to just put the foundation on you and just roam about the mall for at least 2 to 3 hours, and then you can see how the makeup is doing, so you can finally buy. Because sometimes you buy and you're going to just regret it, because at the end of the day it will become cakey and stuff like that. For those of you all who have already got a foundation which did not suit your skin tone, if it's either too dark, if it's either too light, or both, just do not throw it away. It's just going to break my heart. Don't throw it away, please. Either you can use it always as mixing it with other lighter foundation if you have bought that wrong as well, just like I did. Those are all the steps that you're going to need to find the right shade for your skin. If you found this video helpful, do give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and tell me in the comment section below how did you like it, and if you buy a foundation after you see this video. Also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, and this is going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.